Hello guys, good day. My name is Khalil Rabiu Abdullahi, popularly known as Khaliltronics. In the continuation of solving problems under biology, Jamb Biology 2021. So without wasting time, let's take question number 1. So question number 1 says, which of the following is different between mitosis and meiosis? A. Pairing of homologous chromosomes. B. Formation of spindle fibers. C. Replications of chromosomes and the cell organelles. D. Alignment of chromosomes along the equatorial plane. So the best option here is A. Why? Because in mitosis there is no pairing of homologous chromosomes, while in mitosis there is pairing of homologous chromosomes. So the best option here is A, which is pairing homologous chromosomes. So next questions, that's question number 2. So question number 2 says, the mode of nutrition which describe the feeding habitat in animal is A. Holozoic, B. Autotrophic, C. Saprophytics, D. Holophytics. Here the best option is Holozoic. Why? Because Holozoic nutrition is a type of nutrition which food is obtained as a solid organic material, eaten, digested, and absorbed into the body. And also, Holozoic is a feeding habitat in animal. So here is the best option. That's option A. So let's move to the next questions. So the best option is number A. Question number 3 says, which of the following organism exhibit both plant and animal characteristics? A. Mucor, B. Amoeba, Spirogyra, and Euglena. So looking at the option, the correct answer is Euglena. Why? Because in Euglena, we all know that Euglena is an organism that exhibits in both plant and animal characteristics due to the reason as follows: the presence of pellicle for flexibility, and also the presence of flagella for movement, and also the presence of eye spot for photosynthesis. That's why it exhibits in both plant and animal. So the correct option here is option D. Moving to the next question, that is question 4. Okay, so question number 4, in which part of the kidney does ultrafiltration take place? A. Proximal convoluted tubule, B. Distal convoluted tubule, C. Collecting duct, and D. Bosman capsules. So looking at the correct option, the option here is D, which is Bosman capsule. For the reason as follows: we know that in Bosman capsules, ultrafiltration takes place in the Bosman constant. So that's the best option. So we are talking about the ultrafiltration, which is Bosman capsule. So the best option is option D. Moving to the next question. So that's question 5. Question number 5 says, which of the following make up the B caste? A. Drones, soldier, and workers. B. Soldier and queen. C. Queen, drones, and hawker. D. Queen, hawkers, and soldier. So the best option here is C, which is queen, drones, and worker. In colony, bees consist of 3 Cadus, which is queen for reproductive females, worker for sterile females, and D, drones for female. So the best option is C, which is queen, drones, and workers. Okay, so moving to the next question, that's question 6. Question 6 says, which of the following is not function of kidney? A, osmoregulation. V, production of urine. C, maintenance of acid-base balance in the body. D, production of bile. So the correct option is option D. In kidney does not produce a bile. Bile manufacture in the liver. So the exception is production of bile. We all know that in kidney there is a function of production of urine, maintenance of acid-base balance in body, and osmoregulation. So the best option here is option D. Moving to the next question, which is question 7. Okay, so the collective name for female part of the flower is A. A is ovary, B is stigma, and C is androeciums, and D is gynoeciums. So the correct option here is option D, which is gynoeciums. Why? Because the collective names for the female part of the flower is gynoeciums. It consists of ovary, styles, and stigma. So the best option is option D. Moving to the next question. The next question is question 8. Which of the following statement about circulation of blood is not correct? Okay, so A, the oxygenated blood flow into the heart through the vena cava. B, oxygenated blood is carried to the left auricle from the lung. C, oxygenated blood enter the lung through the pulmonary vein. D, the blood is pumped out of the heart through the aorta. So the best option, or the correct option here, is option C. Why? Because oxygenated blood does not enter the lungs through the pulmonary vein. Rather, it goes out of the heart into the lung through pulmonary vein. So the correct option is option C. Moving to the next question, that is question 9. So question 9 says, which of the following can be used for vegetable propagations? A, yam leaf. B, ginger stem. Sweet potato tuber. Plantain root. So the correct option here is option B, ginger stem. Why? Because vegetative propagation involves the use of fat of plant in multiple plant, or when a new plant grows out of the parent plant without the use of seed. So therefore ginger can be used for vegetative propagation. So ginger is the correct answer. Moving to the next question, which is question 10. So question 10. Okay, so question 10 is how many chromosomes will be present in a gamete if the somatic cell has 8 chromosomes? So the option is 4, 10, 8, and 6. So the correct answer here is 4. Why? Because if the somatic cell has 8, or let's say 16 chromosomes, so the gamete will have the half of it. So here we have the 8 chromosomes, so the gamete will must be 8 divided by 2, that is half of 8, which is equal to 4. So the correct option here is 4. If it is 16, therefore it will become 8. If it is 20, become 10. So the best option here is 4. Moving to the next question. Question 11. Okay, so the diagram below, that's this diagram, is a root systems of leguminous plant. Study and use it to answer these questions. So this here is I, here is Roman 2, here is Roman 3 also. So they were asked us the structure leveled to R. So this structure in Roman 2, this one and this one, is known to be, they were asked us, they said A is root tuber, V root noodles, C groundnut seed, and underground groundnut. So the structure level in Roman 2 is root noodles. So here is root noodles, that's Roman 2. So this is the questions, just to know the diagram. So next question. Okay, so the next question, they were asked us to the structure leveled also in Roman 2 are associated with A, organic acid, phototrifying microbes, nitrogen fixing bacteria, storage of plant nutrients. So the correct option here is option C, which is nitrogen fixing bacteria. Why? Because the structure level, that's level Roman 2, is associated with nitrogen fixing bacteria. These bacteria reside in the fat level. Let me show you from the diagram. You have to study the diagram first before you answer all these questions. Okay, so this is the diagram. So the structure level, that's Roman 2, is associated with nitrogen fixing bacteria. Of course, this bacteria resides in a fat level Roman 2. This Roman fixing atmospheric nitrogen to the soils. So this is the correct option. Okay, so the option C is the best options, which is nitrogen fixing bacteria. Okay, so next questions. Okay, so question 13, which of the following organism has homodont dentitions? A, man, lizard, sheep, and rabbits. Okay, so the best option here, the best option here is lizard, of course. Why? Because lizard is a reptiles, while old man, sheep, rabbit is mammals. And also lizard is a reptiles, has homodont dentition. Homodont dentition, that's fishes, amphibians, reptiles, amphibians also, while heterodont is a mammal such as rabbit, man, sheep, cat, etc., etc., etc. So the correct option is lizards, which is homodont dentitations, and also it is a reptile. All the other mammals are heterodont. So this is the best option, which is option B, lizards. So moving to the next question. The next question is 14. Which of the following is not organ? It's not an organ. That's A, tongue, and B is rhizomes, hair, comb. So tongue is organ, rhizomes also organ, and also the comb is organs. All we don't have is what we don't have for the organ is here. So the best option here is here. Also we know that tongue, heart, rhizomes, combs are all organ. You should note that here is a tissue. So here is a tissue, is not an organs. So the best option here is option C. Moving to the next question. The next question is 15. Which of the following, or which of this is not an excretory product of plant? A, gum. B, alkaloid. Tannic, sweet. So the best option here is sweet. We all know that sweet is not an excretory product of plant. Sweet is excretory product of animal. All the other excretory plant is for plant. That's gum, alkaloid, tannic. So the best option here is option D, which is sweet, and we all know that human being, which is which human being is the one that perform sweet for excretory product. So the next question is 16. One of the major difference between osmosis and diffusion is that diffusion A does not need semi-permeable membrane, B take place only in a liquid medium, D does not take place in living tissue. The last option take place only in a gaseous medium. So the best option here is A, does not need semi-permeable membrane. We all know that in osmosis needed a semi-permeable membrane, while diffusion does not require semi-permeable membrane. So this is the difference. A is the best option. So moving to the next question, which is 18. Okay, so the question is a difference between the auricles and the ventricles of a mammalian's heart is that A, ventricles do not have outlets. B, walls of the ventricles are more muscular than that of the auricles. C, auricles have no valves. D, ventricles carry the oxygenated blood. So you have to study this carefully. You have to choose this wisely. So the correct option here is V. Why? Because we all know that the wall of the ventricles are more muscular than those of auricles. So for this reason, I can take a V, which is wall of the ventricles are more muscular than that of auricles. We all know that. So V is the correct options. So moving to the next question, which is 19. Question 19 is so in question 19, okay, so in testing postulates in a leaf, the functions of alcohol is to A, soften the veins of the leaf, kill the cells of the leaf, extract the chlorophyll from the leaf, and also aid iodine to penetrate the cells. So the best option here, or the correct options, is C, which is extraction of the chlorophyll from the leaves. Why? Because in testing for starch in a leaf, the function of alcohol is to extract from the chlorophyll or chlorophyll from the leaf. So C is the correct option, of course. So moving to the next question, which is question 20. Okay, so the role of bacteria in the nitrogen cycle include all the following, or include the following except A. Converting ammonia to nitrate, converting to nitrate, fixing atmospheric nitrogen, converting carbohydrate to carbon dioxide. So what we don't have here is converting of carbohydrate to carbon dioxide. We all have the converting of ammonia to nitrate, converting nitrate to nitrate. This is atmospheric nitrate. We all have the nitrogen in a cycle, so we all have all the conversion of nitrate. So the reason why converting of carbohydrate to carbon monoxide, or let's say carbon dioxide, is not role of bacteria in nitrogen cycles. So carbon dioxide is not roles of bacteria in nitrogen cycle. So for this reason, I can say option D, which is converting of carbohydrates to carbon dioxide, that is CO2, is the exception. So next question is question 21. So question 21 is, so the question goes, says in the plan of genotypes T, capital T, small t, what is the probability that this gamete will contain gene T? So we all know that the capital T, small t, we won't find the probability, of course. So we have the total sample space, which is 2, that's T capital. The gene is for T, small t, so we have the capital T, small t, and then small t, small t. So all we need to do, we have the sample space, which is 2, and the required outcome for T is 1. So therefore probability is the number of required outcome over number of sample space. So the required outcome is 1, the sample space is 2, so the probability will be 1 over 2, which is option C. So the probability of gamete contain T is half, that's 1 over 2. So C is the correct option. Moving to the next question. Okay, so question 22. Question 22 says, in a cross involving heterozygous red flower plant, that's R capital small r, and white flowered plant, and small r, and then small r, so we have double small r. What is the probability that the offspring will be capital R small r? So these questions need a diagram need to be calculated in order to find the probability of offspring will be capital R small r. So let's draw it. So all we need to do is we have to take our parameters, which is capital R small r and small r. Okay, so we have two options. We can draw a table. So we are having we are having the parameters is given. We have capital R, small r, and then the other parameter is small r and small r. Okay, so all we need to do is to draw a table, a simple procedure. Like this is here is a table. So okay, so here we have R, that's for the small, then for the here for the vertical we have a capital R, small r. So here for the vertical we have capital R, small r. For the horizontal we have small r. So we want to cross it. Let's say we want to multiply. So r does become capital R, small r. Yeah, this r capital times small r, we have a capital R, small r. This r times r, small r. This one times r, also small r. So this is the table. So we have the sample space, that is the total outcomes. We have sample space, number of sample space is equal to 4. So they were asked us to find the probability going to be capital R, small r. That's what we are looking. So all we need here, we have required outcomes. We have one here, and also we have here. So the number of required outcome is 2. So probability is equal to number of required outcome over number of sample space. So which is we have 2 over 4. So 2 over 4, then probability is equal to 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So the probability is half. So let's back to the options. So here is 1 over 4, here is 3 over 2, here is 1 over 2, and here is 1. So the best option here is option C. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so question 23. Oil is sprayed over stagnant water in which mosquitoes breed in order to A. Prevent larvae and pupa from attaching itself to the surface, lubricate the larvae for the easy movement, and C. Prevent the water from overheating. Lastly, provide landing surface for the adults. So the correct option here is A. Why? Because oil is sprayed over stagnant water, which mosquitoes breed in order to reduce the surface tension of the water. This prevents the larva and pupa from attaching itself to the water surface. So our best option here is A. So moving to the next question. The next question is 24. So 24 is given here. Question 24. The stomata of a leaf performs the same function as A. Fractings of man's, liver of man, structure of thought, freckles of insects. So the best option here, or the correct option, is structure of thoughts. Why? Because in vascular plant, air entered the leaves of the cells through the stomata, of course through the stomata, and this can be related to trachea of the throat, as the trachea is channeled through the air into the lung of the throat. So the option C is the best, actually is the correct options. So moving to the next question, which is 25. Question number 25. Which of the following features act as shock absorber to the developing embryo? A. Amniotic fluid, umbilical cord, amnion, placenta. Okay, so question 26. Which of the following organism respire through the body surface? A. Amoeba, Tridax, fish, and man. So the best option here is amoeba. We all know that amoeba is a unicellular organism which respires by simple diffusion through its body surface, which is also called cell membrane. So amoeba is the option. Moving to the next question. The next question is 27. Which of the following does not happen during inspiration? Ribs move forward, diaphragm relax, intercostal muscles contract, thoracic cavity increase. So the best option here is diaphragm relax. We know that during inspiration, the pillar muscles of the diaphragm contract, thereby flattening the diaphragm. So we don't have diaphragm relaxation also actually. So all this is happening. Ribs moves forward, thoracic cavity increase, intercostal muscles contracts. So the option is B. Next question 28. Which of the following organisms lack of productive organs? A. Chlamydomonas, fright of the barbadons, toad, cockroach. Correct option here is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas, we also known as to be unicellular organism, hence lack of organs of any kind. So Chlamydomonas, we all know that it has lack of organs in any kind. So it is the one actually have lack of reproductive organs. So all these cockroach, toad, fright of barbons have ability to produce reproductive organs. So A is answer. Moving to the next question. The next question is 29. Termites are called social insects because A. The nests are built by the nursery soldier. The queen allocated duties to the worker. The kings and queen to do mates. They live together in communities. So the option, the termites are called social insects because of they live together in the communities. They live together, social insects, because they live together in the communities. So this is the option. Next questions. Which of the following process removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? A. Transpiration, photosynthesis, excretion, respiration. So this answer is very easy, which is photosynthesis. We all know that photosynthesis is a process which green plant manufacture their own food using sunlight and chlorophyll, and also in presence of sunlight, the energy trapped by chlorophyll in form of glucose and oxygen. And the equation is given. Let's write the equations. We can write it also down. Okay, so the equation is that is 6 molecule of carbon dioxide, that's 6 CO2 plus 6 molecule of water, which is 6 H2O, react to give sucrose, that's glucose, which is C6H12O6, C6H12O6, and then plus 6 oxygen, which is 6 molecule of oxygen gas. So here is in the presence of we can say in the presence of sunlight, and then the chlorophyll. So the correct option is photosynthesis. So the correct option here is photosynthesis, which is B. Option B is the correct answer. So let's move to the next question. The next question is diagram. So we have to study this diagram, which has a level from 1 to 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So okay, so the question says to use the diagram above, this diagram, to answer the questions below. So this is diagram option 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so let's see. The question is the fat leveled in the diagram, that's level 2, Roman 2, is A, endosperm, B, phloem, C, radicals, and D, chlorhiza. So the option is endosperm, which is Roman 2 from the diagram. So here we all know that it is endosperm, that's option 2 in the Roman 2. Okay, so moving to the next question. Okay, so the next question says the functions of the part level 5, Roman 5 in the diagram is A, secretions of the digestive enzymes, manufacture of the food, protection of the radical, storage of the food. So the Roman 5 is protection of the radical. Actually, let's go back to the diagram to see what is happening. So this is Roman 5, which is protection of the radicals. Also this radical, so is the protection of it. So moving to the next question. Okay, so sorry for skipping the previous question, which is the fat level. We solve this, which is endosperm. We solve this. So the next question is diagram also to answer. So let me find the question that we skip. So the question is here. The question is here. So okay, so what we skip is here. So the question says the fat level in Roman 4 is, from the diagram, is A, endosperm, phloem, radicals, and chlorhiza. So the option is Roman 4. So actually we skipped the question. So here is the question. So we all know that for the level, let's work to the diagram. So we all know that Roman 2 is endosperm, and then Roman 4 here is radicals, and for the Roman 5 is protection of the radical. If here is a radicals, so this one is a protection of the radical. So the next question is, the first question is where is they asked, the first question is what is the fat level in Roman 2, which is this questions. That is the fat level in the diagram, which is endosperm. So the next questions, that's what we don't have in the file. So the next question is asked the level 2, level 4, level L Roman 4, which is radicals. So they were asked the question, but sorry to say we don't have it here. So the next question is the fat level in Roman 4, that's in the diagram, this diagram above, is A, they say radicals, B, chlorophyll, and D, C, endosperm, and D, phloem. So the option for the Roman 4, the option for the Roman 4 is radicals. Okay, so let's move to the question that we skip. Okay, so we have solved this. The function of fat level 5 in the diagram is a protection of radicals, as we explained. So the next question is 34. Question number 34 says The hormones that promote secondary sexual character in female is A. Okay, so the option here is testosterone, insulin, thyroid, estrogen. So the hormones promote secondary sexual characteristics in female is, so the best option is C. Is D. We know that estrogen promotes secondary sexual characteristics in female, and we know that for insulin is regulation of blood glucose level, and for testosterone promotes sperms. For this testosterone promotes sperm formation to see sexual characteristics in male, and this thyroid is accelerate metabolism rate of control growth. So the best option here is estrogen, which is the secondary secondary sexual characteristics in females. So the best option is estrogen. So as we explain all the other options, so here is option D, which is the best option. So next question, which is 35. So question 35 says, which of the following is a method of artificial vegetative propagation? A. Layering, B. Comb, C. Rhizome, and D. Grafting stem. So the best option here is layering. We know that for this reason, as follows, we all know that in artificial vegetation, propagation is used of part of the plant to parent plant to multiply the plant. The method artificial vegetation propagation include budding, layering, cutting, marcotting. So instead of layering, they can put grafting, layering, cutting, budding, and marcotting. So the option for artificial vegetative propagation is layering, and all the other option is not. So instead of layering, maybe next year they can put budding or grafting, or we have layering here, yes, or cutting or marcotting. So A is the best option. Next question is 36. So question number 36. So question 36 says, which of the following example best describe camouflagic coloration in organism? A. Butterfly, which has a red coloration on the wing. Sedentary sprout with breached color patterns. A zebra with vertical strips on the body. D. A green snake in a green grass. So we have to study this actually carefully. We have to think it before we take the answer. So the best option here is actually the green snake in a grass. The green snake in a green grass. So for this reason, why? Because a green snake in a green grass depicted camouflagic coloration actually. So for this reason, this is the answer. So question 37, the enzymes that act on milk in a stomach is A is trypsin, impetus, diates, renin. So the enzymes that act on a milk in a stomach, we all know that it is renin. Renin coagulated milk protein, which is casein. So renin is the answer. So next question is 38. So question number 38 says, which of the following is a function of blood? A. Formation of clot. B. Maintenance of body temperature. C. Transportation of excretory material. And D. Distribution of bile. So this answer is somehow easy. We all know that in blood function there is maintenance of body temperature. Of course, there is transportation of excretory material, and there is formation of clots. What we don't have is distribution of a bile. Blood, take note, blood does not associated with the distribution of bile. So moving to the next question, which is 39. In the petal of a flowering plant are removed, which of the following process is likely to be affected? A. Pollination. B. Transpiration. C. Germination. And lastly is photosynthesis. So A is likely to be affected, which is pollination. So pollination is affected, transpiration is not affected. The flowering plant when it is removed, also germination and photosynthesis, or what it is affected here is pollination. So the next question is the last question, which is question 40. It says, which of the following organs is concerned with detoxifications of harmful compound? Lung, gallbladder, liver, and kidney. So we have kidney, liver, gallbladder, lungs. So liver actually is association with the detoxifications of toxics and alcohols, etc. So liver is the one that perform all this. So here we come to the end of the problems for biology 2021. So don't forget to like, subscribe also, so that when we put a new video you will be able to see it on the notifications. Keep learn and comment, and also share it to others. Thank you so much.